Hi, my friends. Welcome to the Diamond Painting Effect with Corey. I'm Corey, and today is Stitch With Me time, and we're going to work on Winter in July with Ava over at Stitching in the Interlake. She has a challenge every month, and I've joined her on those challenges, and this month is Winter in July, and we're doing winter pictures that aren't necessarily Christmas. I worked on this past week. I've been working on Winter Lighthouse, and I will put some pictures in right here of my progress on that one, front and back, so that you can see how far I progressed on that one. I tried to start working on the outhouse, the lighthouse, by working on the outline of it, because I wanted it to start to show something rather than just background, because I started on the background and I could see I was going to spend a lot of time there with just background, and so I moved into the lighthouse. Some other things I've worked on is I worked on my cat's library by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'll put some pictures in here. I'll put a picture of what it is supposed to look like when it's finished, and then another picture of my progress. I've started going a little bit cross country on that one. I do kind of plan to stay up in that top corner before I move on. Eventually I'll get back to the square by square, I think, but I just, when I have a whole lot of thread left on my needle and I can see a place nearby where I can take it, I just tend to want to take care of that. So the one I've chosen to work on today is called Christmas Reindeer. It is a very winter picture, even though it has a bit of Christmas in it. Here in South Texas, that's what winter is. It's Christmas. So I'm going to start on this kit, and this is a kit that I got from VIP Cross Stitch back in December, and I only paid $5.94 for it at that time. I don't believe I was doing PR packages for them quite yet, but I'm not sure. It may have been. So this kit has 30 colors in it, and these are the colors. And we're doing this live, where I'm going to choose the color. There's not very many of any one color, as you can tell. Maybe this blue one probably has the most color. There are some needles here. I might try using them. They are gold tipped. And here is the canvas. And here is the booklet. So I will probably use the symbols here and not refer to the booklet unless I have to. And let's see where I would like to start. I think I'm going to go ahead, and light blue is my favorite color, and so it looks like the bows are going to be blue, and so that tan color is blue. I'm not even on the camera. That tan color in the bows is a blue color. For, you know, the stamp is the tan color. And so that is the last color, and that's color 809. And so that is number 19. I guess that's not the last color, that's the last color in that row. And it is this dark color. And I'll pause for a minute and get ready. Okay. And I am back. I know I don't know what I said, but what I did was I thought I was getting number 19, and I actually got number 18 loaded on my needles. But I'm glad I caught that. And that color is actually this light green color in the trees. So I'm gonna go with that. It is a pretty blue color. It's color number 803 instead of 809. And I will just go with that. It's all gotta get done sooner or later, so we'll just go ahead and start with that. So how are you all doing? What are you working on? I want to thank Ava for doing this. I don't know, it helps give my stitching purpose and guidance, because I really do. I don't have any really system. I stitch what I feel like stitching, and so I don't know. I kind of like doing this where where I'm choosing something for a specific reason to help work on my stash here. My stash isn't real grand. But it's definitely more than I can complete in a couple of years, I think. And I got completely cut off there. I guess I had to make more room on my phone. It seems like I record and don't have to do that, and then all of a sudden I have to do it every time I record. I deleted a whole bunch just now. I've removed hours and hours, so hopefully that won't happen again for a while. Anyway, so I've been stitching away and talking, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. So, oh, I hate it when that happens. Daniel is, and he was set to deliver his load this morning in San Antonio. Well, Schertz, Texas, which is a suburb of San Antonio, at 8 o'clock this morning. So if all goes well, he'll be here any time now. I'm kind of getting excited to see him. Gosh, I can't remember when he was here last, but he doesn't get home very often. So I'm glad he's able to do that right now. And some of the good news, that mobile home that we were looking at, he did get approved for it. It was a triple wide, very expensive mobile home. But we probably aren't going to do it. We're probably just not going to do it. The time isn't right. So, but it's good to know that if we wanted to, we could. But he's been on a very nice paying job, and he's still working for the same company, but that project was extra good. And so he wants to see how it's going to go, what the market is like for the trucking right now when he's just doing the regular trucking projects. And so we don't want to jump into anything too soon. And but he needed to come home and do doctor's appointments. He and I both have a hereditary disorder that needs a doctor visit from time to time, and he has it worse than I do. I really feel bad for him. But it's autoimmune disease. Mine is actually doing a lot better than it has been. It's psoriasis, and it covers large areas, not just a spot or two. It's really not nice. Not nice at all. I think one of the worst tortures you can do to somebody is have them itch all over with nothing that can stop the itch. But anyway, not on to other subjects. That's not, I don't know what took me there, but that is why he needed to come home, was to have a doctor's appointment and get not just that, but other medical issues taken care of. This is a easy stitch. Even though it's 14 count, it's going very smoothly. Sometimes I hesitate to do a 14 count on camera, just because it's just a little bit more difficult than the 11 count is. But this is going very smoothly. So I don't know what all we're going to have planned to do while he's here. We had our days mapped out down to when he was only going to be here for 2 days. You know, it was one day was going to be spent in Corpus, taking care of the doctors and medications and whatnot. But now that he has more time, I don't know what's up. There is the funeral tomorrow. I think that affected me more than I thought it did, because I have been very depressed and restless kind of the last couple days. I think that really did affect me. That having him pass away, and then I'm feeling guilt because I didn't get everybody over there soon enough, and I know that's not really my fault, but I just wish I could have done it. So that's kind of been hanging over me, I think, this week. I just didn't want that to happen. And I don't know where I want to go next. I tend to want to just keep going rather than feeling. I just keep wanting to go towards the left when I stitch, and then I'll just come back and start another strand over there and go left again. When there's areas like this that you can do that with. Get these confetti pieces while I'm near them. I know in the camera, when I'm looking at the camera, it looks like I'm stitching on purple instead of the green, but there are little green specks there that I'm covering up. So, yeah, we'll get on to more cheerful news that there will probably be some kind of a crab or shrimp boil happening because he is a seafood. He wants to stay on his ketogenic diet. Usually what happens when he comes home is he wants to eat all the foods that mean home that he can get here. But he's decided that he's going to try and stay on a healthy diet. So I'm going to try to support him with that. And there's one thing that he likes that's keto. It's called keto chili. And basically you make a chili, and instead of adding beans to it, you add riced cauliflower to it. And no, it's not as good as chili with beans, or actually Texas chili has no beans in it. But we add the cauliflower to it, and it's pretty good. And there's some tricks to make gravy for some of the meat things. You make it with cheese and cream, and a little bit of the fat from whatever meat it is. And it's not the same as gravy, but it can trick you into thinking you're getting some gravy, and it's still good. Then we got an ice cream maker, and we can make ice cream, and instead of adding sugar to it, we add a little bit of sweetener to it. And it's a fun little dessert that doesn't have very many carbohydrates in it. You can add a little bit of fruit to it. You just have to be careful what fruits they are. Berries are really good in ice cream and low in carbs. So trying to think if there's any other exciting things happening in my world, and that's one of the problems of my life, is it's just not that exciting. I did go on, I'm low on funds right now, but I did go to Prime Day, and I ordered a couple of things that were they were things I just happened to need right now, and when I went and looked, they were on sale. I'd like to thank Desert Owl Crafting. If y'all haven't checked her out, she also does unboxing videos for stamped cross stitch and diamond painting, a little bit of diamond painting. And she told about those magnetic cables that you use to put around the edges of your cross stitch with the magnets that hold the fabric in place. She said she found some that have really strong magnets, and they were on sale for 29% off. And so I picked me up. I wish I were rich. I would have picked up more than one batch of them. But I got some of those, and I have one of those pop-it phone holders where you pop out the back and you can put it on a hook. Well, one of the hooks, the glue tape came off, the one in my car, and I have a feeling that's going to be hard to keep that up through the summer. I think the heat just messes with that. So I had to order some more of those sticky things. There is nowhere to put my phone in my car that is a good place to just set it. And so I kind of need to have a little pop-it holder to put it on. And so I was able to order me some of those while I was at it. Those may not have been on sale, but So I ordered some of those. I've got some stuff in my basket that I don't have the money for, but I could dream, right? But they have some stamped a set of 6 stamped cross stitch animals that are so cute, and they're only $14 for all 6 of them. And I can't remember what else. Oh, that Xyron sticker maker. I'm scared I'm going to run out of that, so I wanted to get some more of that. And now the removable kind is not even available anymore on Amazon. I don't know if they quit making it and Amazon just doesn't carry it. I don't know what the story is with that. I wonder if people were not happy with the fact that it was they were removable. Maybe it wasn't sticky enough, so they decided to just quit doing it. I have no idea on that, but they were perfect for what I use them for. When you want to take them off your diamond painting containers, and maybe even a little bit on my gloss drop cards that I use. I'm looking for my other threaded needles. What's going on there? Okay, here we are. We're back. So I kind of went with that all the way across to over here, and so I'm going to go ahead and start back over here on the right side and head that direction again. That tends to be my favorite direction to stitch is to the left, and going down is also easy for me to go down. Going up is a little bit more difficult. So I like going left and down whenever possible. That's the direction I go. So, I haven't made hardly any progress on my Disney Paint with Friends. I'm having a hard time getting motivated. I really like that diamond painting. It's just the fact that I can't diamond paint anymore. It just, to me, it just ruins it that I have to do it vertically in order to keep my back flat against the chair. And I'm very tempted to take that one and just put it on the table and muddle through and kill my back and just get that one through, because I feel like I'm not really participating well with that group, and I don't want to quit diamond painting. I really don't, but it looks like that's what's about to happen. And I don't know. Like I said, I keep whining about that. It just breaks my heart because when I did it flat on the table, I love it. I just love it. But Gunther is okay, just so y'all know. He didn't appear in the last video because he wasn't okay. When something happened while I was gone on Sunday, moving Amish from location to location, there is a dog here that used to be my sister's dog, but when she left for 2 years, it became Dwayne's dog. And he's not allowed inside my house, but my sister wanted him in. So she talked me into letting him in if he was on a leash. Well, we don't know what happened because I wasn't here, but somebody was bleeding and a cat hid for 2 days. And so Rex is no longer welcome in my home. He seems to be okay. I finally pulled him out Sunday night just to check to see if there's any outer injuries. The injuries that would be done by a dog isn't necessarily outer. But he seemed to be eating and drinking, and so I've let him just lay low, and he seems to be perking up, so that's good. He's coming out a little more often. He's still hiding more than he usually does. But yeah, Rex can't come in anymore. I feel like it's my fault because I relented. I do feel sorry for Rex. You know, all the other dogs are in the house. Why can't he come? You know? So that was the ordeal that happened there. I was very worried about him for a couple days, but I think he's going to be fine. And bless his heart. He's such a sweet cat, and loving, and sometimes he's a pest, but you gotta love him anyway. He loves to eat papers and boxes, so I did not know that was a cat thing. I think Gunther's done more damage to papers and things than a dog ever did, that I ever had. And I've had cats before too, you know. He just likes to chew them up. He doesn't eat them. He chews it and spits it out. Anywhere you leave a box, the edges are going to get chewed. Daniel, he had to take a paper in when he delivers the load, you have to take the paperwork in, and he had to, the other day he said he had to tell him, sorry, but my cat last night got a hold of it, and the guy laughed and says, "You mean the cat ate your homework?" And Daniel said, "Yep, that's exactly what happened." But I guess he left it on the dashboard and Misty found it. So, lesson learned, maybe. Maybe. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for joining me for this mishmash of a Stitch with me. I hope you all take care, and I will see you again in the next one.